However, millions of Africans have been transitioning to a culture of silence and apprenticeship in anticipation to change the narrative. Nevertheless, the journey has not been easy owing to themselves the responsibility to tackle the root cause of the debilitating epidemic. Tonight, we set the pace and also to identify some elements of surprises overriding our challenges. I am KWAKU ANNAN, and this is the Frontline. Of course, tonight we're live on dozens of stations across regional capitals, including live in Sunyani on Sunyani FM on 88.1 FM, and of course live in the Western region on Tadi FM 99.1 FM, and of course across the superhighway all across that you can think of, the YouTube, Facebook, all on one particular handle. And what do you call it? CTVGH. And of course on my page, if you go to my page, the Frontline Ghana. Ubenyani nabi ewo honama. Ebusia name ray meno be yedwuma stronko. Another weekend so at the end EPHC. And of course today marks that of 26th of February 2024, the year of our Lord, depicting say the month of February is also fast fading. Of course, I guess that all the months in February in wakakra, but February is also ending into kakra. Sooner rather later, the first quarter of the year will be gone. Then we face the second quarter of the year. Tonight, I'm bringing you yet another explosive edition, and so you can't do anything except to say, call a friend to call a friend to call a friend all over the world, wherever you are, however. It's about the Frontline program, of course, the nation's biggest investigative magazine show, airborne tonight on CTV and across dozens of affiliate stations. Shannon so say Sunyani FM Ekrem. Oko Sunyani FM station kesi ewo ho ewo Sunyani no Sunyani FM wo frequency no 88.1 and then Western region so udru a Tadi FM so 99.1 FM wo so epejem. Yes, for now Accra FM intimi infa essence a program be air course sabri, quite a special paid program. Onyankopon yadma, hopefully Wednesday all arrangements will be put in na womonso afa kakran all our stations around regional capitals will pick this program. That's what management make us say my director of operations Theodore is currently hanging here in the studio watching to see Enyama Ebeko come. And then the top management also starting with my group chairman Alhaji Sedu Agongo, great guy, and of course a man of all, indefatigable. One more edit program here towards her. Na Friday na my chairman Esha Dibino say KWAKU win him. If it will take you millions to do this and to ensure dia moye we fidie it will conscientize people. Bema millions of people asembi mu ne kure enipa wo mayira enipa wo madwene enyam falling on what they need to know no wo moyira through this platform. Any topics here udi fa kwemu ya KWAKU counter say I support this in a million times and mention me any day anytime. That I have to support the cause of educating Ghanaians all over the world, here and around the world, to know the truth about their identity, who they are, all that has misled us into the politics of setbacks, roadblocks, the booby traps, all right, religious dogmatism, fake religion, all about what? And yet nipa bi peso kata so ma ema inti asembi mu ne kre enna ho manipa ehu ye ho ne ebusua anadwe de woni excuse bia o. Yes, inti woni ebu osuane a bomodin anato nkra na fra woni ane say hey owura no waba o KWAKU ANNAN said ye ne da no KWAKU ANNAN waba inti wo osuane a tonkra fra woni ano e wo osuane say ontuni enko Sunyane FM. Womunya affiliate station, a Yankasi radio station. This is what? A cluster of media house, big. All right? The CTV, you know, comes under the friend is a Jumaku from CMG. Yes, CMG, Jumakasi. Radio stations be scattered across regions. And a TV, eka home. Aha, and a Kwaku di mechiame. And Krabate be with serious men and women. One more ewaha. One more ye Juma. Come. Nana Jui, menu be dim come more sham. Sonko crack. And enche Ghana speaks ebe take care of. Ghana speaks my title now. Liberation from psychological warfare. Right? Liberation from psychological warfare. Plus, we zero down to what you call politics of lies, fake news, propaganda, and mass slanging. And also baso. And yasam kito, all these put together, shake together, round over. It's a packed show. And tonight, Untime may say all of this. And of course, also plus your WhatsApp messages coming on 020-297-3461. 020-297-3461. That's your WhatsApp line. If our messages in Ebra in terms of what the topic I may introduce at one. Liberation from psychological warfare. Yes. You be liberated from psychological warfare. As I see a day free and kwasumbim san kwasum no ye fa kweti kwan bi so ene de san tokwa ye di hia yen then ye wi a ye be zero down to politics of lies, fake news, propaganda and mass slanging. Amanyo sembia ede entro enada akohwisam enenam be pani na so hontama. Yes. This is my second week. Me demo kon kakra. Obi no kana so say me demo kwa no ma krom. Hwe. The whole Ghana be shaky keke. Oh wow. It was for any easy sao. You see the whole Ghana be shaky. The capital, the whole nation, 4 pillars of Ghana will be shaken. And I'm a catcher say so the dark clouds continue to cover the airspace and we need to remove this dark clouds. Why do you think there is a dark clouds covering the airspace? Why? We need to push off this dark clouds and make a way for what? Visibility, is it not? Great? And all the other. Now, quickly, Emre Maminchia, Mpenifobia, Womoshe programming. Papa. Fifi Pratt salutes you, bro. Fifi Pratt, of course, he's a brother, a friend, and also a journalist working with Kingdom FM 107.7 FM. Fifi Pratt, Afro Join, a friend, a great brother, a great friend. Fifi, yes, Minya pa, Namuamunim. Ohon, Ididi Diagro, and Amnia, Fifi Pratt. Oyankopon enyo kese papa. And then a friend and a brother also in the house, Frank Asari is a member of CMG group. Yes, Frank Asari. And so we building on Frank Onyaminshira papa. And then a friend and a brother, Joe Corte, also one of the technicians here at CMG. Greetings to you guys and all the good stuffs you are doing. Now let's go, outside the scope of Ghana, beyond the Atlantic Sea. In South Africa, I have friends like Boga, hey, Boga, mama so hot, din, quadro, ususu wa maso, papa, moso, masete machines in a man for airshamo, papa, and then George the Barber, also South Africa, Hartsfield, precisely in Pretoria, moso share program we, papa, and then Miami mame ekuya kunedu yadom. Oba kesi oba genge. Yes, ekuya kunedu yadom. She's the niece of the late Mark Tonto's wife, Amasewa Tonto. There's a great family. Ghana for that she beba sa same way so e wo fi ha enye easy sa ekuya kunedu yadom. Yes, mami we free Germany about obedi 2 weeks keke no wako. We be 3 years ewo Ghana enya onwa and there's a reason why in here or that's what Ghana one day e be can story no be bremati da e kwan ya enipa bi pese wo mofa ora matonto ejapade ai mpenifo pa o top people owura Mactonto a wabua Ghana de Ghana image akọ out there why General Kutu Echampon man asase se onkotra ho ene papa yi efiri mu ni yire efiri mu ema na ejapade ho enipa bi aban mu mpanimfo bi pese wo mkofa papa na ejapade. Can you imagine? The great Mactonto Osibisa group asem na mika yi o enipa bi kwa akofa papa yi ne nsa ase a eda ho ene ne dan esi ho wo mkofa. Yes, ebe shock you. Aban mu mpanimfo bi wuntumi enimu asemi hu bi. And other powerful people in government may say sooner rather later we'll be now. Well, tonight for WhatsApp messages in the FEFA 020-297-3461 020-297-3461 Mrs. Ibium a WhatsApp line me pacho don't call when you start here then people are calling the line. No, call the line if you have some information about now I mean case when I'm in situation so what problem be problem a warrant say maybe we have to investigate something and now whatever some serious issues or you want to give the Frontline a feedback about something we don't know it could be said there's a genuine case we need to look at it or something to be investigated or whichever form. If it is not personal, we don't want personal issues here. Oh, and my husband beat me and my wife beat this. No, please. We are dealing with serious matters. Then the WhatsApp line, to me after the program. Then the production team will speak to you, but not during the program time. No, will be. So we need people to call the line genuine cases after the program. Right now, Ufra and Yadi Ebefa. But for now, you can keep bringing your WhatsApp messages on this same very line 020-297-3461 020-297-3461. Yabekin kanina ede amama niama akone no mishano so say Mika say Suyani FM 88.1 FM apiki the feed. Western region Tadi 99.1 woman so apiki the feed. So takrade for hooray ya mamu hooray yeso nyankopon enya mo kese wate no mom ho ban mo amu sunyane amute sunyane for etia mu nya ya mamu akwaba edeba the Frontline program currently broadcasting live from the very studio here at CMJ. And of course we're giving you all the feed to all angles na masha and maybe enso come on anadri adaginium call a friend to call a friend menya kwadro. And of course, Ope programming so Ashe Ewo Superhighway ni so Oko YouTube and Oko Facebook Nina no my CTV GH. After the program no come me personal page or obenye bi so Ewo Hashe. The same applies to CTV online pages Nina so the program no atoto pity program no atoto baby Emma obenye bi Ashe. Now up next would be what? Ghana Speaks. But before commencement of the show, let me deal with this very important issue. Asem we hear me pa. Na me bo asem we su and na me nkasa asem we biom. Till say investigations would be completed, then this issue will come back to it. Now, viewers, listeners will recall say Friday. Me bo sa asemi su ka sembi wo ho because of the nature of the case and the way the issue is traveling out there, and I need to set the record straight and set it clear. First of all, let me state for the record, my journalism practice is not meant to destroy images of people with hard-earned reputation. Medjuma no ayen sam trade djuma na meye no ya nsoma me anamanko school ni sebe se mede bas be sei nipa bia sebe prade aso ma bom bra akọ animu emeki omudin ana bibia tesa enya me bota e no nti se wadwene ene ususuye kire se owura kwaku anan de ne dia ne se yeso wo sei nipa o wadwene ne ye wo sa. And of course uba yen ye man mu a that is how we make things look like, but that's not. But be that as it may, so long as I sit here And I talk about issues to do with the world, issues to do with nation, issues to do with society, community, people. Of course, people will be affected. It isn't and cannot be that all human beings on this earth because of the nature of my job. Obi ti bank, he's a banker, or ye bank juma, only obi eni asem. Obi a minister, obi a carpenter, mason, all of those, only obi eni asem. But a juma when kwa de KWAKU. But let me make it clear here. So my journalistic practice is not meant to destroy images of people with hard-earned reputation. 2, it is not our practice to seek to destroy corporate bodies, private sector developments, or, if you like, any concerted effort to crash down what you call the Christian body in Ghana. No. And yeah, but I don't know. Yansuma yesi yemetra ha say corporate bodies yemegu obi adwuma yemese ye obi adwuma anampo se esum a eye Christosom because esi e ka say Ghana sofo uchem be de di wa about quite a number if not all of them esusu say papa we ura we de ono ne de an say obi ogun sorry e wo Ghana ni sense o mo fi say me di firi ba bi na me de aba no maka kire mo say se mu jai atete no a mesume jamu hwani enye me botayo to crash down churches. No baby. And I know the viewers knows KWAKU botaye enye se obegun sori wo mem ha but bonia asofo ni bi mu wo mem a mu die no ahomete ne hadwene na momi enhwe ni yie. Now secondly, there is something I need to emphasize on, and the emphasis is mine. And the emphasis is mine. We have what you call statement of facts. 1. Please underline this. There is what you call a statement of what? Fact, and a statement of inquiry, or the third preposition could be a statement to question. Yakas a statement of fact. Say, wo ka asem na wo sisi dua say asem wei eso ensunsansu ni nyinaso ene emu ni kure enunue 1 2 3 4 5. And not just a statement of fact. And your statements to inquiry. Say, who ye o ka sem bi de bisa sem. Na no na mpanimfo ka se bi say obisa onyira kwan ana ya meboa. Obisa for onyira kwan. Enti say what the statement be e bisa sem a. Asem na obisa no e different from say who ka asem no wesi supi. Say asem we me KWAKU me say. Na ye wode KWAKU bekasa asem we nso mi bisa o ne kura wo mu no enesen well ene kura bi wo ho a ye behwe eye nyoma nsunsun emienu na me ka ho asem kire mo. Now I will tell you that the two above statements are different from each other. And yes, Anna, may I say on this platform tonight and state categorically without any shred of equivocation, this platform has not named any man of God to have been involved in narcotics to that effect was even arrested. Yenkan wa platform is to say also phobi akwaye cocaine and 2 yacheno emani dem yenkan sa asem we video so ha. Our maiden edition on the 19th of February. On the 19th, now watching the enemy betra. And when I sat here, my maiden edition was to question and demand whether or not, listen, I questioned and again demanded to know whether or not such nefarious activities has ever happened or not. The maiden edition, mi bisa asembi abra ya mobia din ye de obi initials ne ye de to samote ya ye de obi initials ene ye de to osofo bi initials ene ye de to the din start saying ya money din ye the initials ne ye de ene ye bisa asem se anso ade wei esi ana ensi ye na eno na meto aso na me say eye ne kure ana enye ne kure ene me jesi ho esono se mi gira ho na meka se kwaku esi mesi obentin wayese na eho asem ebepie but se wubisa ya obisa onyira na eno na aye ensem bi ma ese me kire mu kire se enipa bi na mabonten propagate this falsehood and wo mu hippie asemi edi wura obi aboboa no kire se wo mu ema asem na kwa eje se kwaku mo nipa ne din kra wo mu de wo ma forsoa edi din bi epie na wo ma ye din ni se eye simesi na de won na san ya asefem ni se afi de wo mu de kwhye nipa ne kon se sabio enipa no oye nubone ho asem ade na obesa. Why would people do this? No, it's being fueled by some bloggers and some other people around. And I think this is bad enough. I don't stand for that. Say nipa no waye sa ade na kwaku anan minsuro se mebonidi. I will state clear. Say yes, nipa no sa ade we no waye na ye ho adwuma. Na ebepie. But say nipa no nye ya na se wo a wuti asem no wo kwa akoka se nipa na yesa e den na wo fe se wo ye. And I am saying tonight, sir, utie the end of it. There is no need to mebobo tape. But then utia, you kind of say, is this true? Quote, is this true or not true? Investigation in Betchrim. And you see her. And that was the end. My conclusion on the above situation is that we have not linked anybody to narcotics, neither we pronounced. The initials of the supposed man of God mentioned has nothing to do with real committing an act of narcotics, and I need to state this and state it strongly. Memfa osofo bia din ko linki cocaine na me se waye cocaine ni ye ko bisa someone ene nche se nipa na ko cocaine monja idea moye no. And I believe say ene ma kire sa asem no. Finally, I would say people out there who are pushing this fake news must stop, and stop now. Again, my conclusion is that the initials of this man of God mentioned is still under some form of what? Investigations. And we shall present our findings when we are done. The American answer initials na ye kai no. Sa initials no. Say ya wine, Muamudi obidia betoto so muamasem. But emfa nkwahye opise oye enubonesem. Me pa mo chaw. Me de siwo nemom munti asese. Sa kan say initials na ye boy no so no. Obidin. Investigations and so koso. And sooner rather than later, when the investigations are over, be a woman will be exposed. Gan will be a mrom raso. Na meme mrom raso. O man peni no hwe me no mie no mrom raso a. Businessman wo mrom raso. Osofo wo mrom raso. Obi a mrom raso. And that is how see it in his state. Of course, tonight, Bedemo Ebesiwo. Up next is Ghana Speaks, and of course tonight we focus primarily on what he called liberation from psychological warfare. Bedemura Ghana Speaks anymore. And my title is Liberation from Psychological Warfare. And in this edition, we zero down to some fundamental elements of surprises against the backdrop of foreign policy programs, economic, bailout, religion, and power. Afi yebehwe kwanya, yebetimi as enipa a yewo memu. Yebetimi ade ye ho. Every dia be mu every economic bailout. Ghana yetie ye some of these economic bailouts. And now better now brofune the way about munyi ska way munyi. The nation Ghana economy 70% of Ghana's economy depends directly on the FDI. All right? Yes. Did you hear that? May say the nation Ghana, our economy, 70% of the economy depends on FDI. Means what? Foreign direct investment. No, Papa Mausa. Omanya, your telecommunication is in the hands of foreigners. Omanya, your banking sector is in the hands of foreigners. Omanya, your retail services is in the hands of foreigners. Imports and goods and services is in the hands of foreigners. Hello, folks. Yes, and I'm on show my name. India for Pakistan's, Lebanese, Chinese for Najo many nafa. Can you imagine that? Telecommunication is in the hands of foreign. The banking sector goods and services import for and you are happy. You are happy. Wait, and another said the Vice President Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia Brana beka wasem ni yenhwe how you be sisi and your ehu ekwan da ben we import the whole of Temaport Takrade Port nina importation of nyama ebe na dia mu die ye die mpo ye import to say rice ayarefuo edie pa na aduane ye di to the extent say tomatoes umpo malata tomatoes kra mo be import. Come on. Na show bisa ho say ebrebe mu o ewuranom ene ebetimi ade ye ho efri sa entokwa kase ho. Now, last week edition, we set the pace and went on to expose the cracks of setbacks and roadblocks, serving as impediment to the progress of Africans. Tonight, we shall navigate yet another what? Another path to conscientize, liberate, and emancipate our being. Last week, mene mo share according to yasi, chire mo kwanya, see a fast on the ye who freeze or how near TT mo, and nana dri ye babe to us. Near should be a debeko. Last week, I stated that Christianity was pushed to Africans as a special purpose vehicle, ultimately to what? To enslave Africans. It is worthy of note that this vehicle was also weaponized to activate what you call fear factor psychology and emotional high drive by these supremacists. Last week, go to you. A kwanya wonomon ede esum ewura Africa nom wo mo amfa esum na mase minu mienu ye betumi aben erade ni ehu erade o me patrol. And sorry na mo sisi ni bebre say me maka kire mo. I don't care how you see it. Me say Ghana so for about 90% when we are chrome for they are criminals and I stand by it. With about 10% bill, no more so they needing and they are doing the work of God. Yes, I mean it. Natia says a sumna bronini de breono 15 centuries ago when they rolled to the corridors of Africa with their sea safaris was not meant to ensure say you and I will walk much closer to God and begin to see the heavenly bodies. I'm sorry, that's a lie. That's a palpable lie and a false. And I challenge anybody out there. You can walk to CTV or come, brah, Now challenge me. Nyano kresa. Indeed, after condemning many African cultural practices and norms and made us inferior and apprentice, made us what? Inferior. They made us inferior and apprentice to their holy grail and an introduction to the holy book of the Bible. 6 centuries down memory lane. Listen, folks. These folks are back again, yet with another cultural practice called what? Gay and lesbian right. Yes. After Omode Nyamesumbreo 15 centuries ago, if you do your calculation, and not just say 21st century here, into your calculation, how many centuries Christianity has been here? 6 centuries. Yes. 6 centuries. Oh. 6 centuries. And Christianity about Africa. And after 6 centuries, they are back again. Omobaya. Afi omo sign abesi somanu biom say no. Christo sumna ya debra mo say. Emma munye den. Munsua onyankopon asem. Monka onyankopon asem. Na munni onyankopon aduane. Ye kwa sore ye say erade didie. Ai no honam nie ne ya ye na esi hai. Ya wudi bi. Erade didie. Ye bedidi. Ye sini moja nie. Ne honam nie. Ene Pentecost for ne no. No mo ba. Erade didi ni ekwa akodidi ne honam ni moja yenni ye di senti ebeden ye nya Kristo no mu ahodene enye sa ne yabo abrabo pa etene na so erade ni enye ne sa na broni de som no bre wo no ode bre wie no how many centuries nie wakosa wasiaba. Now guess what, ode adebia bre wa sa de ne efidio se wonu onyankropon twediampon basayadom bo minu mienu no wonimi woni nyansemu. In the wisdom of God, God created a man and a woman and said unto them, ye go out there on the earth, go and multiply in millions. And what Genesis 1 will say, and he gave man power to have the domineering over what? Some of the things of the earth. No, over the things of the earth. So God has given me man power. 3 things: power, domineering over the what? Things of the earth. Ade bi no Nyankopon anyawo. Won de nipa nyansa betimi aye. Broni ni ka kire minumi say no. And there to etwa. These white supremacists today are trying to alter God's what? Wisdom. And want to cut off what you call procreation. Yes. After weaponizing Christianity to subdue Africans and enslavement, they tend to fight our gender orientation, to legalize gay lesbian rights, against the African concept of polygamous marriage. And they want the global order to approve this. So, and me demu ko anoma kromo me tisi politics ni investigations one and also a different hemisphere, but me pese Ghana for yenya a deep understanding of maybe black people, especially we those located here in Ghana. Yes, because and no sa understanding them by and my ye and yoma basabasa uko politics ma hey uko esumwa hey uko baby basabasa. I want you to get the understanding, the deeper thinker. It won't say woman religion ni bawie no afidie woman san ababiom afi woman de asom foforo ba say afidie berema ne berema betimi atena faako abomobra mana yie ema ene ma ebetimi atena faako mana yie e de asembe nkura ne ewura no ukoka we mana yie wo himfa na de ehunu ni say some of the churches in the world have endorsed this. Yes, I am aware, said the Global Church Presbyterian for my endorse adewe. And the Global Church Methodist, my endorse. Many Christian bodies have endorsed this. As someone me who saw my endorse, Islamic religion have not endorsed this all over the world. Meaning the Gnostics, the Buddhists, the Hare Krishnas, and many of them. But Mintia said the Christian body, Muhriesi abe endorse adewe. And then the Pope Francis Kra pewire mukra fa opekwaye mukra to so wono kro nim ho hwe. Folks, ironically today many African nations are in uprising against this influx of Western ideologicals and dogma. And I say kudos to these African nations. And they always say, at least before now we are beginning to be conscientized. Say, hey, these white people have misled us for far too long. So, all nations in Africa, I say no. So you can see that nations on the continent of Africa are rejecting it. Uganda, Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, all over. Ghana, and Ghana, Emrei mobama emrei abeyi ena emrei aka nzuomi afenyo markins onim minim de opeso wo ye wo ho Bamoya di amra na esi e pass. Folks, I want you to listen to this carefully and interrogate why some men of God would commercialize the anointing oil, communion wine, water, sticker, and many more. Yet, they quarantine with us during the COVID-19 outbreak. Enya wama. Now, shawa sofu ni biyo. Mi beyim foni acho no wankasa wahwe. Ebra COVID-19 eba ye all over the world. Asofu amuwo wiase. Let me stick to Ghana. Me pe one asofu awo Ghana. All of you, the big guys. En kwetwa no kra de mususa. Me pesa en kwetwa. Mu akese no. Mame mu bom din. Duncan Williams. Kwanchi Ankra. Otabil. Darky Ward Mills. And Ajinasari. 5 of these top most. Mibisa. Mumu niya hine. Ena mutumi jina Ghana ha say. E katre Ghanaian say, I so and so. By the name of the God and the power vested in me, I do hereby declare that the COVID-19 in Ghana stopped. What they went, mumu wine eko Independence Square, eko yes, I don't know, they are kase COVID ne itwem. Ye cook ohokra de wa. Masorim wona mo wono, ah? Mumu niya hine, ena mutumi jina ho, eka kire masorim mase. COVID-19, this church, nobody will get COVID. But it ended up saying many of these big men of God are making nose marks. Yet, when they are in your church, when they are in their church, and you are there and they are pastoring you, what they do is this. I stand here on this anointing oil. I anoint this anointing oil. I anoint this communion wine. I anoint this water. I do so and so. Including says sticker near the sticker. Number the stickers as if that the sticker is an ultimate insurance to immune you from satanic attacks. Oh, ye foolish Galatians. The mind. All right? And I'll tell you, say yes, for it is the mind we serve the Lord, and the mind is the battleground, is it not? Have you seen how foolish we have been? We are a bunch of what? Thousands of mediocrities. Yes, mediocrity are Shagana. Say, Tom, politics, oh, religion, oh, social, everywhere, mediocrity. I share a massive Tom. And of course, I'm sure your next thing will be to say, it begs the question, what is the meaning of mediocrity? It's the region of our lives bounded on the north by compromise, on the south by indecision, on the east by past thinking, on the west by lack of vision. In other words, it's the spirit of the average, the anthem of the norm, and the heartbeat of the ordinary. And this one, it calls for when you see this, then set in what you call tragedy. And tragedy sets in when success dies in failure, hope dies in despair, and vision dies in absence of confidence. Folks, we are lost. Tonight, I want you to watch this and begin to interrogate yourself and interrogate your man of God. So the anointing oil ne mawa bisane se to me ben and the one anointing oil ne mu. Ne so the anointing oil the bomb by ma COVID. A year if I saw them yet all of you na mu shishe nose mask. Me bwana. Take a listen to this. Watch this and listen carefully.
That is why Jesus walked into the temple and he whipped people out. He said, all of you. Get out. One by one, get out. What are you selling? You're selling doves, get out. What are you selling? You're selling wristbands, out. What are you selling? You're selling anointing oil, Puma, out. What are you selling? You're selling stickers, oh, Puma, out. What are you selling? You're selling anointed towels, for what? Out. Tell me a man of God right now who's using his own anointing oil as a hand sanitizer. Tell me one pastor right now, listen, you are sitting here, you are sitting here, tell me now, we are in quarantine together. We are quarantined together. We are isolated together. Tell me now, if there is any pastor you have heard or seen, all those pastors will sell anointing oil. Tell me if there is any pastor you have heard he is saying my anointing oil can work as a hand sanitizer. Tell me of all the pastors all over the world and all the prophets who've been claiming that they can heal the sick, who've been claiming that they're all powerful and mighty. Tell me one of those pastors we are going to pray for coronavirus patients. Not one. And you come and tell me that even after this corona passes, you will still march back to that church. You need deliverance. I'm telling you. Seriously. You need deliverance. After corona passes, you will still take your Bible and say, Papa, pray for me because I'm having a chest pain. You are a fool. You are a fool. After coronavirus passes, you still take a Bible and say, I want the men of God to pray for me. I want to go and line up for deliverance. If you could not pray for any coronavirus patient, so let me declare and make this bold statement tonight.
Yes, sir.
Any pastor who cannot pray for coronavirus patients now is prohibited after coronavirus to be calling for healing services. Pastor who cannot go to the hospital right now to pray for coronavirus patients. Let us not hear you or see you on the poster after corona is passed, calling people for healing and deliverance. Thunder will strike you. I'm telling you. Thunder will fire you wherever you are. If you have power of healing, call for a healing and deliverance session at your house. Tell them, bring coronavirus patients to my house. This is the time where the power that you claim to have must be seen.
Great. What a? Say what a? Enti bisa. O man of God no what I saw them while watching on Yami Summon. Bisa neze. Was over the COVID by me show. Ye wa sofo bi wo mem ha me kasa me call mo so a ebe SMP. They claim they do all kinds of miracles. Ne ya ma bibi ti say den wheelchair ekosro. They've healed the sick. They've healed the sick. And you heal the sick. And I say no more day you can't say what's that wheelchair of these people, you know. My apologies to the disabled. Almost me heal normally cost. But make it clear to us that this is what a propaganda. This is a religious propaganda. And what I hate so bad is the fact to say a kwanya bronino be fast so a chim yadwene say ye no no ko ni yehu. In 1807 the British Parliament enacted a law and then they called for the abolition of slave trade. The British, after the British for nankasa involved in the transportation of black people to Europe and the Western world, sa law in the British Parliament in 1807. Go and check the record, and you remember say one kasa Britain for so emu akotia the British people and so edi eye mami awewe Queen Elizabeth. And it will interest you to know Obate Udru land almost the Church of England de Yankopon Yadma Wednesday Mabe Bote Bibiachram. And some of you who are so much enthused about European Lake in Mniade, but I'm not saying this for you to stop, but you will know and understand that all these European leagues here, sad teams here, show matches, and the events and Barclays League in the men's anime. It will interest you to know the proceeds of slave people, you and I, our forefathers, slaves, so slave money, and yet they build it, the Barclays League. All right? When I'll be who? Alexander Barclays and the Daniel Barclays and whoever. Slaves, so slaves for Sika. These were slave merchandisers. And after said they sold our forefathers to make money, then they used the money to go and open this European League. And yet, when it is time for the European leagues, hey, Ghanaians, they are soldiers say We take a feast, we delight, we feast in the commercial of foolishness and fire home. But it's because we don't know. Many claim they know, yet swimming in their pool of ignorance. Ignoramuses. European League. How many of you know? Says European League we ye near brisu bebreba ye to ehun beti wona nana nan kanso no mo a wono mo koton wo mo no ehun emfaso and obroni di koko bieye Barclays League to be precise. Yeah. No we are afi o masa dane e de abre en say yen nyini yen hwe na yase etua ho ka ene yen ya subscribe DSTV nim na ade yeah mobo. But let's have a closer look at the endemic nature of our Christ-like and the enigma it portrays. The enigma it portrays could be described as very phenomenal. Maybe you for ni achiro. Na hwem for ni we. Ebibi man mu o. E ko Nyankopon ho. The anymore also for Yenyati also for the Indian and the I don't know. Tonight, I'm walking you down the aisle. I'm walking you down the aisle and expose the cracks of these fundamental tricks. Folks, WhatsApp line is 020 at the screen. So for the purpose of those of you listening to radio, WhatsApp line is 020-297-3461. 020-297-3461. Making kind messages now, loads of them. 020-297-3461. Making kind of amount. We're live tonight on Sunyane FM on 88.1 FM. And of course, we are live in Western region on Tadi FM 99.1 FM. Oma pick the feed. Accra FM busy. It may be a course ever. Accra FM 1T and that intimate for Onyankopon Yadma Wednesday. We make a way for Nabibia Detana Kwemo. Come. But my main announcement to it quickly say Muye Jumaku, private organizations, corporate bodies, ebi anamoton product bi edru, anamoton eduane. Ana product bi a mo pese Ghana fo na ehu na Ghana fo etu ho anamo the make actual and say mamo corporate marketing officers na enye den emfre ye WhatsApp line no 020-297-3461 na money ending komo ye be push mama client service for emo de mafafa ekwan say ye de nioma toto na advertise mo product na e de amamo okay ebiom say oba studio interview so a see interview so ekwan da ho ye be interview kama near bo product who dey reason say see e ka say program no nkra batana na ye trem no ye call all over Ghana, covering all over the world. Imagine say at the point wo turn our person we are say in ehu no ye be ho dey. Of course we give you access to you the global market square and we di dwa no kama see mo nhye no so ho now. May they will come much closer to this, and I want you to watch this video, maybe Yachro, and then try to make a sense of it all. What is it this man is communicating to the people? Is this man actually want these people to know God? What he's doing, is it Christ-like? Eye Christo anamon. Let me just say, onu Jesus Christ suppose to obaya mbua. Obaya. It's the obey wo Jerusalem or some Bethlehem was a day, and any day we are. Any day we. A software more memoir, a lot more of you. The aye a fanfare, say Munsi sia saw the hair. Masoda kakra shem. But I'm tonight here to break the news to you. God is not there. I'm telling you. In Slomo, me say Onyankopon ni masoro. God is not there. Yes. God is not in your church, and you know it. Munim. Asora kasia mwesisi ya mato hotels, maya hoshem, unwa asol dani bia. Beka say Guildford Cathedral. Unwa sofu bia soria. Yaw. It is a Guildford Cathedral. Oh. Trust me, London, the American. Yeah, Guildford Cathedral. Just a back saw her and a mensra, it take place. Minim diamoye, but mu pesa da nipa yese. Eyo nyankopon ti ena mosia so no. Ba mo ye ntorofo, mo ye dadafo, mo ye akohwifo, eye nabrabafo, enye nyankopon ti. It is money. Bebre so mo de aso na ye cover up. Yeah. Enti Ghana ni a wotie me na wo hwe me no, tie de America kire no. And I know say many of you so might say aso no de mo kwa keke say fanfare. Or sompa ye someone ye say Ghana eyo nyankopon friend say nyamisuri wo mu no. Masa nyamisuri na ye ka no. Some years ago enye ne Ghana o. No way. I challenge anybody. Because I say Ghana mu ye nya. Fan say yes. Yeah, a Christopher no doso. But the question woman say nyamisuro any Ghana for mubium. Oh yes, it's gone. Yet sabri way so and I'll be who said there are lots of Christian programs going all over the airwaves on radio and television. Many of them. But none can be said say nyankopon ewum. There be nyankopon nim. God has departed from us. Folks, to boss na hwa ade we. Na wa bisa ho say eye somben na omo sumi na die ntinsu na omo ye de omo ye. Take a listen to this.
Merci Seigneur, merci Seigneur, merci Seigneur, merci Seigneur, merci Seigneur, merci Seigneur.
Great, folks. We've walked one leg of the journey, making 58 minutes gone past the hour 8. Pretty soon it will be 9 o'clock. Of course, Shannon says, "Esum the idea you." Papa ni jina hona ni 9 odi si ema ni tiswo. Ene wo huhu ni nimgu omoso. Ene ni 9 enso esi womoso. What sense does this make to you? African here. And we'll be so big on word and we hippie praises, worshiping. Okay, let me see if I'll get my scripture right. I think Proverbs 26 or some more kwasia hu ne kwasia mananya na dwene se we nyansani. Menimu ade a esom aye ebibifo. But also for penny be soon meeting come over the weekend or KWAKU. Edwuma ne de ebeche mom. Oh yeah, na ebeche. Ebeche, say ebeche KWAKU. Because asofo ne bebre kwan o mafa so a wo mesi ede esum adore nipa. Esum adoriente se enokomoa wo, enokoboa te se nsonson edidi yemu. We are here. But the Ebek can say, Suade, Maweni now. And then I made an addition. I made sure I say, and ye be beer ye bass as season and Sabekansi fras as isu. But who's there? Some of these men of God have brainwashed our minds, and again to make us believe that everything on this earth no. Chenchina si yensa kanzi frasa sizo. Oh bra, ubenya warrior, mebema wa warrior. Bemema visa, ubetu kwan, ubenya edwuma, ubenya kunu, ubenya yire, ubeyese, ne nkwasi akeka nkoa. Mfa wo mo. Beka so omu otumi omo de bibia of their own, yet they are not. Oni say tumi no. But makachira mo say suro dia wode nyansa pobi ati say air two trim suro say nipa no dan de oba ya ode etuo eba said this is the gun suro say nipa no ode nyansa po no two trim is an say so wonya wadwene ho kwan na wotena wadwene so no wakasa kire wadwene a sa na onyankopon boy on gradually and gradually he begins to reduce your mind. And all reduce wadwene or the wadwene call from sa na fi enche no abe a subservient to him or her. When young ho kwan wa bokwan ato ho sa na asofo ne bebre wo moye. Enti wo ko mu nsori ni mu a wo mu do mu ni hwemu sa na de omo ya ne se esikafo na wo mu no ma start no mo approach wo. Yes, me just say the whole of religion called Christianity is a mind game. Oh, religion itself, Nankasa. That is also the reason why Karl Marx, go and research. Karl Marx once said, "Religion is the opium of the masses." Is it not? Sad, oh. Folks. Sad. President Akufo-Addo so Obabesi cathedral or the building. Na me dwen hu bisa cathedral document da ho abesi me kan dru be na me jato na me ko me because na me ni ye me ya na me say papa yi cathedral wo de be ye den Roman kwatrikofo cathedral na esi ne hu ahwe etumi ye mu asore ma ne ye eno da nchen ya asofo wonom wo memu a obia wo na sore enti wo si we dia ye den program bi da mo be ya mo Independence Square na wo hoi mo National Theatre na we Conference Center na we nti cathedral no wo de ye de ba wo nse Ghana yenim egu ase mo nse Ghana omen yenim egu ase ade biara onyankopon ne nsa wo mu no o se na ebesi eye na be wie peyo e na ewie mu peyo ena mo cathedral yi e na ayete se de be ya manho enim guase akwaba omampanie wonim guase na ne wonwa ne se asofo ekuku dama wonom ekọ yese wonom kwotena cathedral no so no bebre wo masori obi akọ. And asofo no, I had a great respect for them, especially Bishop Darky Mills was one among them. Wono and we free so. And Darky Mills wrote a lot of letters. Me woni now about 5 letters what they come the National Cathedral Secretariat no. What did this come on mampeni? Woman finish we nipa. Oho de me bo asofo na mo wo cathedral na so a. Mo hu say no. Cathedral no mampeni wo sie no. Enye cathedral a wo besie. Na wo ma Ghana fo. Yakom ni yakosumo. E ya de foforo no mba besi. Na se enye ne sa. E de enti no ho na chenchina mo pese musi no. President Akufo-Addo come and tell Ghanaians so. E de be enti and a cathedral no chinchina jise sa empotem ho to the extent say judges for building yebubu no, corporate organizations office yebubu no, foreign embassies buildings yebubu no, enemne ede ahudo bebre ede India mika say compensation bi anyamba ede India ede na muhu ede na mote oho na ede be act of de ya enti a chinchina eda no ho na ekosie na sofon ka na mo so no te se kusibu o friends say kusibu atin woni magu ase osofu kusibu atin on se woni magu ase mo kro no sam a mo diye sikapodu a mo kokoje ye ukoje free himfa Ministry of Agric wo de kwaye den kusibu afu on se woni magu ase you shameful despicable fellow, you are not going to be spared. Upa kujine wiem na chante na ye dia obeye woni magu ase kusibu afu o se woni magu ase okujato a member of parliament ma Southon ogu woni ma se potopoto kusibu afu so onti ase na me court na me na court na ye dia wo court na ye dia makaka bensam mahomo maso ne mo bonia mudie in the name of God wo se kusibu afu woni magu ase woni eguase cathedral sikana machani na adi na wonyankopon wo yetumi wura tumi na ada no wosoro eni asase eye ne dia na asase ye ne 90 aso wode makatua be mamo ebresem me masem dey play no. I have a beef with politicians, but me were more beef with our software more some of you because me ntiase e kwanya politician e dada Ghana ni ametiase but se obi a wo be kwa kofa onyankopon din ato no so no de be dada Ghana ni me kwaku me ntiase enye yi me ntiase. Why would you do that? I know me dada is straight. Reason why me nia bremo so no is because me kwaku amete me nya antichrist o me nya antichrist. Me papa o engineer mua, me papa o engineer sign your software. He knows my stand when it comes to so unimia kona ko bi say istud anaba me papa any used didn't start to istud anaba so before you think I'm we face me akole bi na me to ho ya na mo face nya me sem ne anim wo ho me se kona ko bi sa istud anaba na bi sa ne say orei a friend kwakwa na onimia na non can story ne nchiraw and then my mom clue some of more software no mo tete ho no madwene mu so abrante rice wo nim nyame so say me kai those days and me wo baby no akoe bi so say na ono Sunday school kroko obi na me say ayarefo edwentifo madwene nya adwuma you foolish Galatians mo de esom aye twapia na mo de dada nipa wo Ghana especially women in this country na mo na masam ye me mobo e ma mo wo Ghana ha me ka kire mo say for women in this country so nyankopon memu a more likely that about certain percentage of our women in this country on ansha warrior munye bi warrior awo munye bi nwo just say they can't do so many things. Why? Because some of these are software who operate on a high frequency of occultic orders. Oma ritualizing money now. Yeah. Then I'm catch you last week say baby who two na yesi wa saw them no eya na wahwe. Why? What the monko na monko mo ho bachire na monko bo mo life ho asofo no so what time mamo A dino sitting in our cathedral so and omedeni nana it's not because we lead you to Nyankopon. No, we name the omoye. And no one person kweku meba bekana. So say last me bo tape bi chiro. One of their own kweku bofo, Reverend Obofo, wa meka nchirem. Also omo ya kronfo. They are thieves. And yet thieves, oh, thieves, criminals. Omo ye rifo. Omo de no cover no mu di boni e wo memu ha. Na expose no ho. Expose is coming. The expose mube shedodo. Also phobia na say na semeba in those days. Me say Jubilee House of 4 year yeah. Oh yes. A man of God in this country. Me say me ye dey me almost know. Hey. And the only way they can succeed or now almost succeed here no was at that time Ora Kennedy Japan was traveling to him, I think Turkey also. When we jam the conswa or make sure say or cancel say any pan say and say any DMPA. Because that man of God had in chene salt a ritual edugu President Akufo-Addo and I so meboa. So also for last week me my money din enso me kire mo baby o ubetimi locate no. O free DSTV roundabout o soro a na wo sane down e wa bele mpe ho a. Asoro bi shemfimfi ho. O free DSTV roundabout na wo sane a right from DSTV roundabout na wo sane a wo ba beto abele mpe junction me so wo shemfimfi ho nyabotre meba wo so pa o. Me fa ho ncha wo sa meba wo so. A new hemisphere, a new chapter altogether. It is the expose of a different high bridge. Expose mo. Papa. Folks, and this has been Ghana Speaks, of course, tonight. Brought to you from this very studio here. CTV live across dozens of affiliate stations, including stations on our own Sunyane FM on 88.1 FM, and of course live in Western Region on Tadi 99.1 FM. Omina Piki the feed. And of course, if you go to the information superhighway, Ubenya Showway, my CTV GH on YouTube, and of course Facebook na washebi. And then we also come page or the Frontline Ghana Ubenyebi na washe. This has been Ghana Speaks. I'll be right back with a Ghana Speak extension.
The Frontline with ANNAN.
Great, welcome back. And of course, this is the Frontline, and we're live on CTV, and of course, live on Radio Bank Kosunyane FM 88.1 FM. We're out picking the feed, and then also we're live Western Region on Tadi FM 99.1 FM, and we're also live on the social media, Facebook, YouTube. Nina no my CTV GH now for the purposes of more radio no so no na munya video ni bi na mahwe ne ade ba Nina no de Nina no about say expose this fake pastors, fake prophets and bishops wo moma yasum enriyen enem ne ade na ye de edi sa eho enkomo ebusiafo sa genuine ne kese na ba be pie na bebre beto to wirem kwayem imipom esirem ewirem ni nuyem o medwane Up next Obino Kanse Medemaba, welcome back to Ghana Speaks Extension. And in this edition tonight we expose the politics of setbacks and acrimony characterized by what you call fake news, propaganda. Yes. Propaganda, yes. Any honka count. And politics are oftentimes you describe as politics is a dirty game. However, my opinion may differ from the above, given the circumstance that We must practice what we preach and epitomize the paragon of virtue in our political dealings. A brand dear can say politics dear a defeat. Baby Yedre a hey humpa na mama masomra ifiha. Men ka say politics ya defeat no. But yen nipa na yama politics aya a defeat. No crowd ho na waka kire wo. Yes. We can afford to reduce lies, propaganda and mass slanging in our body politics. And I think our politics will surely take a shape. Si ebehwe kweti kwan bia sa entroni na da na yedie wura ya manyo semu no. Wo say adini na free baby na ebedru ho mo politicians ye wo memu bebre ya soro mu mpenimfo. Bebre our ministers, many of our ministers, high-ranking government officials, chief executives, municipal district chief executives, bebre yeah, and sorry kesia bebre omukọ action chapel, ebiko lighthouse, ebiko wine, ICGC, ebiko kind of saying Royal Chapel, ebiko lighthouse, all of that, and yet entro and nada akoshisam politics of setbacks. Roadblocks, booby trap, and acrimony. Ya. And so, woman, general mo ya. But who got 2 of my sorry them wa. Ding. Woman, do yanko pon ayo triase. Na, say, yet nase near ye and your me ya. And Jobu say politics way. And ya dear times out. No. Kona. Kwaye wo de wo betimi kwaye wo wia semfie dodo se na Ghana for de be mo ye de wo betumi o ewura no mo yi na mom hye no so se de wo ye no kai na hu se daache eno aso ne ebehwe ne ye de aden ye de bu aten sense Bible na ka kire mo so se de nipa wodua no wontimi nkodua wheat na de ebeche na eburo efifi wo fom sa da ni si a ebape no hu se atemuda na so intimi possible, sir. But most of my politics na clean. Now listen, tonight I'm here to expose some political lies, propaganda, and emunsem basa. Even journalists like all of us have been misled for some time now. Afina, yes, sorry, I say, hey, you'll be a hey, what time is it? Man, you want to look at the time, folks? You know, look at the time. Grown-ass men, we want to look at time. Now, listen. Until President John Dramani Mahama will leave power, Ghanaians were embracing up to have what you call some decent accommodation. But this enviable dream dashed off because of what? Politics of setbacks and roadblocks and acrimony. Last week, na me can say me chire Ghana for some monhwe. One of Ghana's head of state, Air General Lieutenant General Kutu Echampon, Dansuman, munim say Dansuman. To what Dansuman ti ase Kutu Echampon, General Kutu Ignatius Kutu Echampon. Last week, me sure say mo amoba me Hawk TV no munya documentary ni bi hwe documentary me yini na e wo me Hawk TV part 1, 2, 3 and 4, and this documentary was done together with Kutu Echampon Foundation and then Kufuor Foundation, also led by Professor Bafo Ajimandia. And yes, a documentary unye bi nhwe ya Joy FM for AEB ubetimi akọ Joy FM online akọhwe. And now, subetimi akomia me Hawk TV, oko YouTube Hawk TV. Na wahwe ubenya documentaries ni na the life and times of Kutu Echampon. Na hwe nneoma Kutu Echampon eyeye ewo memu hase. Dansoman Estate ono si ni na Greater Estate, and I think some parts of Mamprobi Estate osi ni na head of state o. Now Shadia na me kwaku masama play no hey to me din saying I don't give it. Me fa ho. Me ka sem bia ne mu nukure akyerɛw ebra esem. Upeu me ka mu nukure akyerɛw. It doesn't matter say nipa ni ya madam for nya madam for. The point is tell the truth, simple. Onya wadam for na kan ekra ne kire no onye ni yi. Asamasa ana enu na bibi fo mpe no. Woman peni da mahama efri akunwa so no. Na papa yi abon ho modern say yensi affordable houses bi magana fo bi nyamu ntina. Enti wubu wani hwe baby to say ye fro ho say saglamia. Na you see a dying over bed 200 cluster of buildings are Ghana for be kwakotrim. Eranum. Some politics is it is a mujai sa NDC ayeme, MPP ayeme, NDC ayeme, Eranum. Inti die ne besi, e die ba ne besi wo man mu a Ghana mpenifo e die na ma mutremu dene. Chese wonnua bia ye bibi woba Brana be bona baso wona waba power o brana be bona baso se waye we ni waye we member ma Ghana kanko akọ enu dabi no munye da na ne wonwa ne se wokọ parliament wona wokọ to ma wo musi ho se o wonu mu na etwetwa tii no na se de mutumi tena kunwa ba akoso na munum tii medwe ho se die nti na muntimi mfa se ensan fa ma amanyosem na munya ma Ghana fo ye ho to Ghana population yes 30 million.1. Obi adwumamu population. I think say Donald Trump, the whole of Donald Trump, the population nipa omuye adwuma ema Trump companies you know. One member 30 million. That is a population of a nation called Ghana. A nation called Ghana. Na boni amudi tia Ghana for that say me dwen wa bi say adena mutrimu odin sa. When you read the history of a kwanye fa so a Kutu Echampon to the Progress Party abai eguya, and I'm not saying this by ascribing to military coup, but you see the temperature no a boil in 1972 no say ne yes here they to ho. Trust me folks, the temperature has gone 10 times higher than the time Kutu Echampon any major Salominum one more forming the alliance to overthrow the Progress Party led by Buzia and then Edward Ekufu. I'm telling you folks, I know who Shepao. And Nyoma Kutu Echampo or cited to overthrow. And Nyoma be who be he cited one. First Buzia introduction of aliens compliance order. And at the time when Kutu Echampo was a military officer stationed at Aflao, could see hundreds of immigrants moving all the way from the shores of Ghana outside, both men and women carrying stuff. He felt that it was humanitarian disorder for Buzia to have done that. The introduction of the aliens compliance order. Again, he cited Ghana's inability to have joined the African coalition to go and fight for why our brothers and sisters in South Africa against the apartheid regime. Because at that time, Ghana was very instrumental, and of course, we are also an integral part in the events of OAU, now AU. On Tiasie, DNT, and a Buzia, so all my Ghana and Koka OAU, who fight apartheid rule. The third option or the to overthrow, justification of the overthrow was also the introduction of what he called the economic austerity measure by Buzia. Of course, this economic austerity measure Buzia Debaye was then what brought about the devaluation of the cedi. And of course, hundreds of Ghanaians faced what you call the largest public sector retrenchment. And enyama mienza makikeng siasi ye de toto ho ewo sa amamwo ye to ho ya. And will be so two sa mamu egua. And your money pan the side 101 no ye. As well as a Ghana edi. Into ayedi. Adentina moma yemfa okro ye. Odo enije we MPP we NDC nyahwe. The fact that you we belongs to the leftists and rightists and whatever those whatever. Ni na yen kambo mi ensiesie Ghana man ye. Eranum di enti ni enti minye. Papa John Mahama esi danya titi say when timi amfa asemi anya asem say ene ye ka say sagrame ha esi ho enkusie ha enkotre ene enchireben ene mpemire ena akwhye dan mu ma na mfa Ghana fo mperi fo no Nyankopon wo be siam wes ebresem o se Ghana mperi fo mfo oni mani hwe Ghana mpenimfo wusi set sebi nkokɔ yare ɛyɛ mo hwɛ Ghana mpenimfo wɔn sɛ wokɔ Ghana fo ankasa na yɛte hɔ no ebitumi yare bi a se minister no yare sa yare na nti obewu. And so Ghanaian politicians have access to Washington, London, South Africa, and many places. Amokwa some ho yare. And so na kolebu esi ho. Muntimi nko kolebu. And so wa na mu because of boni amu dienti. Obi sidan akese atise e de esi wo se enipa be kwa tremu o. Na Ghana for ho ato on the back of affordable houses. Politics inti. Mo jadan na esi ho. E na dan ho na aye de be am. A graveyard, and the only place where dissenting voice is raised is in the graveyard. Yes, and you can say enkotre nko enkosie enchirebe nim pemire and ajidan nafa. And then a politician Mahama Ayarga say okwa kobo neni akohoma ho. No, Hassan Ayarga also okobo neni akohoma. Ghana for bisa se umpeni for ne din no maye e dia fasade no. E say MPP nim penibi pese ton the whole Saglame project near the mano. When nim ya hare. Won say dan ntesi ho. Enye obi adwene say yenkosi Saglame o. Meanwhile, President Akufo-Addo has gone out there e wo pokwa say akwako commission yet another debiam real estate anaya meboa. Asia ne say nyansa be na wo de mu ye mu. Ghana Sikao, over 200 million is gone beyond dollars. Take a listen to this. Watch this.
The whole town. Who wastes all money to do this? The whole town. Who wastes all money to do this? Will former President Mahama waste his money to do this? Will President Nana Akufo-Addo waste his money to do this? Just look, thousands of homes. Thousands of homes. This is serious, this is sad. Government should wake up. This is sad. Very. I just came and bought 50 acres of land just close to this place. To put up my own housing project. But if I look at this, I get sad. I have just acquired 50 acres close to this place. And can we be sure that we're doing the right thing as government? Can we be sure? Are we serious? Anyway. I'm calling the president to make good use of this place for the people of Ghana. Or else, very soon I will invite Ghanaians to come and start living here for free. I think it would be better if they start living here for free. Okay. Look, just listen to the noise. The windows hit each other. Boom. Look at it. Open the gate. Yeah, look at how all the glasses will break. All the glasses will break. All the windows will break. Can you imagine? Look at the noise. Yeah, but it's not better than wasting it.
Yes.
Huh? See? Huh? The workers, I'm sure those who are working here. Huh? Those who are working, the initial workers. What's there? The entrance. This is so sad. Very bad. Very bad. And we are accommodation. And people are crying, looking for places to sleep. And we have wasted this property. This is our taxpayers' money. It doesn't belong to any party. It's not for NDC, it's not for MPP, it's not for APC. It's for the taxpayers. We pay taxes to build this. And we are wasting it. And we sit down and work and borrow money. And this is what we do with the money borrowed. Just for some people to make money, and then we waste it here. This is it. There's no end. We can't even access the entrance. We can't even access the entrance. Huh? We can't even access the entrance. Look, we can't even find an entrance to the properties. Everywhere is trees grown, grass, every part of it. Can you imagine? Your money, our money, government money. You see? What are we going to do with this? Ghanaians who are ready, I am giving government 1 month to work on this. If not, Ghanaians should move and come and start living in these homes. Just move and come and occupy. Just come and occupy. Just move and come and occupy. This is sad. This cannot be acceptable. See? Hear the noise? Windows heating and breaking. Just here. See? Breaking. Boom. Boom. Every second. Look at the roads. In the community. If not Africa, where sensible human beings build this and throw it away. If it's your own resources. When we talk, say we're against government. I'm not against the government. I'm against bad leadership of our leaders. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? This is bullshit. What is this? Look. Huh? Oh my God. Africa. Ghana, our motherland. Let's wake up. Let's wake up. Let's take responsibilities. Let's do what is right against what is wrong. It's our duty. It's our duty to do what is right against what is wrong. We cannot allow this to continue. We call it leadership. We call it partisan politics. This is not politics. This is weakness. This I call it weakness, not politics. So leaders should wake up. It's not right. It's just not right. So for me, let's make a difference. 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 Citizens, let's make a difference. This is sad. This is sad. Let's make a difference. Let's make a difference. I mean, this is not politics. You can call this politics. This is not politics. Go there. This is not politics. Just go in. This can be politics. This is bad leadership. Bad leadership. It's not politics. Hear the noise? Why? Military don't have homes. Police don't have homes. Fire service don't have homes. Ghanaians don't have homes. Beggars don't have homes. Yet you have abandoning of thousands of homes here. Who wastes money for this? Nobody. I am giving them enough time. If not, I will take control of this, clean the whole place, and rent the whole place out. Rent it out. Just rent it out. I don't care. I just rent it out. I mean, no. Let's do something, guys. Ghanaians, let's do something. Let's do something. I mean, enough. It's enough. Let's do something. I'm Hassan Ayaga, founder and leader of the APC.
Hassan Ayaga, baby, will be a Michelle. Hassan, greetings. Now, my name is Ochina. His Excellency Adodan KWAKU Air Commanding the True State of the Nation Address. Mewa, Obeka we. The True State of the Nation's Address, Ochina. His Excellency. Hi. Shedaye Guho. Former President John Dramani Mahama. You see, I didn't know time who cry or may musa. I didn't know time was I didn't hear time who say, I didn't partner high. Soon ben a dear musee. Me who be that? Me who be that? Share a Japadia to say go, baby. 4 double houses. But minimum can say NPP top gurus be pay me at today. the whole Saglame project na momo. Womu sin womu ni akwa ho. Woma ye ne kama no womo ye ne kama wia. Afi woma ba ton ma me ne umienu Ghana for say dan womo dia. Hey, how can you be so heartless, so wicked? And Hassan Ekan, one where's a Hassan you? I mean, I don't know, because a bit true baby went to me shall biom because Sikaya Mudikosi dying, and a Ghana for Sikao, and to wait, and I was say my time why Collins Dowda made an aqua dream a year day. And a year day. Meanwhile, a then yes way. So what is about say and Unti Collins Dowda? Mudi when yes in so at the end of why. Edan yesio yensio edan esuo yenya yenitia edan esuo ma windows echo up and down enkotre nemni enkosie nemni enchirebe nim pemire aya homen edan esuo. So what else again? Edia ebinim mo sika ne de mo kra no a yehu dan na yehu foundation mpo na nkantim yehu dan enti de na Collins Dada waye mo edi asem biom. Oh Ghana no enyo eranom enyo mukọ mumpemu a na mukọ musunye so a eye munsu kakrama Ghana mpenifu wate. I'm telling you folks, enya asem we mudwo. Again tonight, the Frontline, of course, will expose the predisposition by the Vice President in his quest to claim to have introduced what he call digitalization in Ghana. However, fact checking has established the former President John Dramani Mahama introduced fiber optics encompassing digitalization. Anamebwa. Yet your memoir, Vice President Wayne Alhaji Muhammadu Baumia, Maye Yasum Dede, Adeba Kwa, Vice President Wayne, FSO or their GD Baby now. About the fact is said. And what the digital mitsikwana kwakune me bukure ya from say any needs are the way and a digitalization and I'm so come on, stop these crooks jokes. Some funky can let me tell you, before the Vice President of Abesa and some huna mutu amokekano mobile phones na badeda anamebwa. You are speaking, the communicators of MPP, be careful, will not allow some of you to go out there and tell lies. Before Alhaji Muhammadu Baumia's introduction of digitalization, mobile phones were there already. And all these social apps way, enemy at their dinner, never heard that. Sa e-commerce mean one never heard that. We know the truth. At Dana Moody politics I nada akoshisem and nabraba, all because esa at all cost win your power. Edi India. And obviously I'm mofraza, yeah mofrao. But you see, mo politics na mo ma eni enye clean nti Ghana for mpo wi refio na John Mahama no aka kire Ghana for all can e bi ni oh look mumyanya hwe yi o mumyanya hwe yi na woton okwadra yi na America me kwaku media no hey I can speak a lot about the fact that John Mahama wait and koye and John Mahama take responsibility for that. Yes na makan ne kura kire no dia wa yenso e se na fata no so ora ka kire no na bona baso na makwan say toaso when your opportunity asan be ye bon ewiase yesi obisa onyere kwan o onyere kwan san kofa yenchi oto na omukeka ena John Mahama na wa ba be sin koro sesi ana oba ne den na oba be na fa na wo Vice President on what transfer 8 years na we di mate no we di mate soon sa home no and no driver ni na no mo fa cars no dey call he sees more than even the driver. How many of us any ebeji atum ye nyintum say former President John Dramani Mahama ne era before obefra bem na sa digitalization asemi na badada na dey na dey power digitalization e dey be a see e ka fiber optics ya see akra ne saying. What do you make of it? Answer digitalization or digitalization, whichever way you want to call it. Enobeba. Mama me and politics. Take a listen to this, folks.
This is a fiber optic network that, as you've been told, travels for 800 kilometers starting from here, Ho, all the way to KWAKU in the Upper East region, and then connected to Accra to the data center and through there to the rest of the country. When I came here this morning, we went into the switching room to take a look at the servers that are driving this optic fiber network, and we significantly had a teleconference with two of my ministers. The first video conference was with Ms. Hannah Tete. She was sitting in her office at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and we called her and had a video conference. We talked with her, chatted, very clear pictures, very audible sound, good quality communications. And then from there we called the Upper West Regional Capital, WA, and we spoke to the Deputy Minister of the Upper West region. And there again, very good quality communications, good sound, good video, and it was a very inspiring thing. This fiber optic is going to allow us to do a lot of things. As I said, it's 800 kilometers long. It is going through 120 communities, all the way to our northern border. And it is going through 20 districts. Now, in every district, every public facility is going to be connected to the fiber optic. And so for every district, schools, hospitals, district assembly offices, police stations, just name it, every public facility in the district is going to be connected to the fiber optic. And so it means that we can do e-government, we can do our internet, we can do e-learning, we can do e-health. I mean, any application that we want to do, we have the opportunity to do it now because the infrastructure exists to carry it. Fiber optic can carry video, it can carry voice, it can carry data. And it gives you a huge, what we call broadband.
Why wouldn't you talk about their predecessor? Why? A didn't know predecessor. And no man, why, what the woman on Mecca, no one be a dear, no man Ghana for who say, hey, or no Swayebi. Now, what the answer will Kanashe. So, I never acquire MPP for today, me be a swatch them. And mammy did draw MPP for pie, say. The propaganda that went into some of the campaign near Kadiabea. Bars branding and conform to Kwaha. We, Namsoke, Munyabotre. Maba power. What you have to do is say, prosecute bars branding, prosecute and confirm it to Kobokina and all of that. Nina, mine yet. But we say, we feast in this politics of foolishness. That's what we feast in. Now, following the above infrastructure introduced, then the Ayalolo commercial buses were also commissioned along with this technology. Me kwana me rev say, hey, Ayalolo bus, kwana me say nanu Ayalolo bus is so by Papeya Breso. And to who deuro, Ayalolo bus was Ayalolo, whatever you may call it, was operating on certain technological arrangement. Yes, sir. Na die any idea. And agani ye refi and a check na refrache. Politics are bonini sumwo munti. Yanka at the papa and fenny pan honda. Meanwhile, the man as well own timine. Skadia ni medi ngwa. Namon to top Maybachs. Land cruisers are cassia. Driving papa, sit and nana, Kwablanketia of Escado can also when you wake up and you see the very stupid people driving with sirens and making noise. You make it look as if they see a baby sumo. Take a listen to this. What John Mahama also did when it comes to the commercial buses, even in the capital. Watch this.
It will take off. So the conductors are not going to stand and be shouting, Accra. 30 minutes if a bus must move, it will move. And we're starting with this corridor, Amasamai of Ankoa Chimota to Tudu corridor. There will be two kinds of buses. There will be the express bus, and that one will go straight, direct. and there'll be the ones that stop along the road. So if you're going to stop in Tesano, you don't take the express service, you take the one that stops along the road, so that when you get to Tesano, you can get off. There's going to be a new system. There's going to be a new system, and you can use your mobile phone to pay the fare. And so if you have mobile money, you use your mobile and pay the fare, and you can ride the bus. You know, it's going to be electronic tickets, and so if you have an electronic ticket, you slot it and then you ride the bus. This is a collaboration between government and the private transport unions, and so we formed an overseeing company called GAPTI that will be responsible for supervising the operations of the bus. There's going to be an operations room there. It's fully computerized, and there will be people there monitoring. At every one time, they can tell where every single bus is, and whether it's late or if it's on time, they'll be able to tell, and they can communicate with the driver and tell him what to do. And so this is a modern system. We're starting with the Amasaman of Anko Achimota route, and then from there we're going to start with Adenta to Accra. Then we're going to start from Kaswa to Accra, and then we'll do Tema to Accra. So all the lateral routes coming into the city are going to be served with this new bus system. But Amasaman, Ofanko, Achimota, you are number one, and that's why we're starting here. And so I want to thank you very much for the warm welcome you gave me. I'll be back here for us to commission and launch this bus project. This is just an inspection visit. They are finishing the terminal in Accra Central, and once that is finished, before the end of this year, I'll come and will officially launch the service.
Oh, Ghana, oh, David. And you, the Frontline want to interrogate further and demand to know what introduction of digitalization by the Vice President to Ghanaians and what impact it has made on Ghanaians, both urban and rural. And then digitalization ben about me, Vice President or the Abeya. Me KWAKU say impact ben a bit me and I make on those of us in the urban and then those in the rural folks. Now I'm going to give you the facts. What we do know for a fact is that on the 4th of November 2022, a joint memorandum to Parliament by Ken Ofori-Atta, former finance minister, was shot a refufua shesa onuze oyo software chobun say oye number 1 na da ni baako Ken Ofori-Atta what two president nyum chi obi anso na kumam nye papa. Now listen. A joint memorandum to Parliament by Ken Ofori-Atta and Mame Osla Owusu Ekufo prepared a document called Ghana Digital Acceleration Project. When we prepare a document called Ghana Digital Acceleration Project, a document and was financed by a loan to Ghana from International Development Association of the World Bank Group. And the amount involved was $200 million US. Ghanaians will soon pay this money. Document in the dam here. Producer, fetu screen is momo. Enini. Document in the dahono. The one can't change me tratro. Enini. This is the document you need. Now questions above. How far implementation of the project? How much has been spent so far? Who are involved in the project? Who is supervising the project? Value for money. And I don't know. Says Sikaway, Mame Osila Owusu, anyone, the finance minister know what you told them, and Omuko prepares our document. Then in 2022, and Omdura Parliament, 2023, this document got passed in Ghana's parliament. That's the 8th parliament of the 4th Republic. Yes. Omo pass here. Now, anadru emidramame Osla Owusu Kufu Owusu ne konso say, would Osla Owusu confirm or deny that her colleagues MPs from the same aisle were adamant in approving this loan facility? Omrame kanchire me. Ne kura na enye ne kura. Say ne colleague MPs no wo mo approve sa document wey. The kwasem na aye nsem. Oh yeah. We have some recordings of them because the MPs were not happy. But Kwanya Mame Osla Owusu Faso on the finance minister Ken Ofori and Ata Eka ho wo document we call parliament e pass en onyanko pompe no nim. We and omo say den acceleration of the digital whatever. Enunye. Na yembisa say ever since sika sign na wom $200 million, folks. 200 million. Nyame na make enunye. Womunye scanning free International Development Association of the World Bank Group enunye. And that screen is on. Semahu in Guasifo Akwaba, the Munimni Osla Owusu. Sorry, and Oma Kofasa, Kelvin G, whatever. And I'm in refugees. I can bring from say on there. Namudi abeto Ninsa Nigeria, Nino, and Omudi Ghana Sika. Namunya botre, hey, on my way, me donyame, mun komusao. On my way, I have to break the news to the MPP. You don't control the entire military. You don't control the police. And you can't control the security services. No. And on my way, you better squarely. Near Chiayam. Make a community as yourself by KWAKU says, Mumisa project in area saying, and in here, Ghana Digital Acceleration Project. Also, all the rural areas, telecommunication, telephony, and at the end, Mumisa said, why you could do saying. Sikana Kasang, Eskediem Guam, Amamoyefo, Emumuyofo, and yet Trimodefo, Munitima, Emma Ghana for Muye Yeni Muye Diem Guam. Sikana Somoko Muhu Diamode. Folks, my main can't message near Vinci Uncle. I'll say, so KWAKU, what is your take it or you leave it? This is not for the weak. I'm not talking for the NDC. One of the nonsense and the foolish talk that I will not entertain is the fact that when I was talking somewhere else, and it looks as though that talking was going for another Amanyoku Obide, absolutely rubbish. I hate stupidity. You better change your style, think like a human being, and let's walk along. I'm not going to the rhythm has changed. Oh, the rhythm has changed. When I'm talking for NDC, I'm talking for MPP. Whoever I am talking for is about the fact that Ghana must change. You must stop your foolish communications and let's sit to reason and change. And we together will think and talk and make a difference. What NDC, MPP, what are Ghana for? NDC for what Ghana for? MPP for what Ghana for? So whichever, should all of us go to MPP? Don't speak like a scavenger. Please. I'm not going to entertain. I want to be decent with my listeners and viewers. But please, make sure okay? Over there, no, when I was telling them the truth, they couldn't bear my words with patience. The only thing they did was to kick the program off and stop the program. And you think I'm a fool? Somebody reasons enough. Say, no, KWAKU, come and speak the truth here. Some fun kwa. My memo is so fast. Because see, please, it's not about Mahama or Akufu, and not about the beauty of the housing project. As you lament, as government, you have not. As government, you have to be circumspect and accountable to all the monies you have spent on project, etc. We can all build estates if we are giving government funds or the same chance. But what is needed is for us to be accountable on a project. We are just being emotional and not legal accountable. Please, why do you wait till the election year before releasing your information? Are you not also doing same politics of what bitterness take your view. Thank God. We see the audio by, I'm sorry I can't play audio on the show. Well, say Akufo-Addo is obeying his slave masters, the Europeans elite, by building the cathedral. Bro, or say free yourself from mental slavery. We are not here to work for we are not interested in razzmatazz and bourgeoisism. Please, shake off. Me Ghanaian politician, Ghanaian politician, please don't go there. Listen, the time and you know, we have learned so much. We know so much. And this the politics of divisiveness, as settled apart, go to hell with your NDC and your MPP. Samno, Nian the Cruncher Ghana for. Well, so good evening. I'm Oza from La. Nice presentation. You are too much. Okay. Kwame Nkrumah, Ghana. God have mercy on us. From Dixon, Abokobino Debaya. We shall say, good evening, bro. Please, is the cathedral still going on or halt? Meaning, bro. Oze, let me tell you, my brother, you are my idol, but today I am highly disappointed in you. Go and do your research well. President Felix Hufet, I'm not seeing well, was about to put up a national cathedral for the Ivorians. They stood up against it, but the president knew the benefit that the country would have in the future. He resisted and put up the cathedral. Now, the cathedral has become the monumental place for tourists around the globe, and it's benefiting the country. With the audience, bro, why? For cathedral. Hey, most of the audio is audio intimity. Well, see, please, anytime you are playing video, the sound is very bad. Okay, MCF on Ebeshe or we say, hi, KWAKU. Most of the things you have said are things I always tell my wife. The power to heal the sick, the power to raise the dead, the power to even heal the deaf and the thumb. God has not given it to anyone here on earth. Okay? We shall say, it is a problem. These are pastors, hypocrites. That is what they are. We shall say, this is foolishness. Foolishness. Hey, human being. Okay. My manager was there. Quick. Hi, KWAKU. You are doing a great job. Philip Lawrence Yani from Sakumono. Was also say, hi, good evening. I love your program, but can you speak more English? Okay, that's why I read some of the English and I translate and see, pick it from them. Well, I say, good evening, KWAKU. I'm very worried. I'm telling you that we are not safe at all. I will send you some document. Thank you. Okay, one for Bomadiana February. Why? Then producers and see, please, all due respect, can you please record and send it to us audio so that we can spread the good and the fireworks of yours? No, go to social media. The program is there. We programming now call CTV, one more online. YouTube, Facebook, the program is there. And now come Facebook, and I'm YouTube, and also the Frontline Ghana, Ubenya program also. Why? Well, say from Chief Comrade Obed Dennis Kasiku, formerly at Unibank Ghana Limited. Fire for your educative and information. God bless you, bro. Salute you too. Well, say good evening, Uncle KWAKU Annan. My name is Ni Naku Norte, watching you live from Elang Awoshi. It's true that the National Cathedral would be commissioned on the 6th of on the 6th of March. We shall say, good evening, Mr. Annan. I'm very much excited to see you on TV again. The king of the airwaves is back again. I am Owusu Apia, watching you live from Santa Maria, Accra. In fact, I am learning a lot from you, and I will be much happy to be on your platform for discussions. Effects of poor sanitation, climate change, and its effects, plastic pollution, high cost of living in Ghana, what's impending progress in Africa, and many other social issues which needs to talk about. Kindly, this is my number. Once again, thank you for your good work. Okay, I'm sure the producers and about picking up messages here. The maybe not a bit, folks. May things here. na bebre na so audio na mo de buy audio mintimi mo me pam chow why mintimi mo audio no we mamenka last say please NPP and NDC are same, okay? All right, NODC or yeah, folks. Of course, all too soon I bring you yet another end to this episode. Dear Medin Kardashian listeners and viewers, please do not let me do something by way of trying to abuse some of you, your opinion. Who could have opinion and let it be there? And the men message number. Don't come and question me about the facts. Say, KWAKU, and why are you talking for NDC? Should I go and talk about who? I choose to talk about NDC or MPP, and that's my opinion. Anna ya mebwa, me opinion no. I'm a journalist and I have a say. Me koka wananu wo baby say, Vice President hey, wo ene President Akufo-Addo say. Finance Minister onye ntem no ntro krata na wo monko trust and discuss kwan ye befa so a ye beko IMF no na wo Vice President we na we din kan aba bonten abema over 113 questions was there e dey ama the former saying Vice President Emisata keke video betimi akeka when your deben is not in either anamure office akasa no when your whatever yeah when your fundamentals are there weaker. Some funny sabin kwasia kika movie say meji yo. I will educate Ghanaians who want to learn, not Ghanaians who want to go on that road or rather seminar. I'm sorry, you are not going to get it easy. We'll expose you people unto your bone and marrow. Man krebe dedi. Yanteha Vice President Meye didn't tweet yason about the fact that digitalization said digitalization and one year dear Ghana for yendi. Not Ghana for himself. Wo ka we no ka dia wo predecessor no so waye na mo dia ne se yen so mo so anya mo se mo na mo nko a se bi predecessor mo no mo ye den mo ya agenkwa mo ba be bibi ensi da meboa enso no obi nso aba be commission bus ayalolo bus no obi nso aba be commission dia be a fiber optic na wo kasa asem na ye den wo so mani pa ne hu enye enum nyama na ade na mo ye bone force a this your politics of dirtiness and useless politics, and you think I stand for it? Please, baby, Gina Crow, and me will program we so. Oh, ba, what do you need, so what do you need, do not even watch it, folks. It's been a great show, isn't it? Of course, we believe in ourselves, and may I say yes, the program has been, able produced by great guys. Of course, executive producer Yao Yamba, and then. Our online editor, Kens, or some Kens, Nancy, or the rest, and of course, MCR guys, I salute you, great guys, credible. And and of course, director of operations, Theodore, and also pass it through. And then all great guys, editors at large, Enoch Kofi Ejiri, and then Kofi Ansa, great guys, Ebo Michidom, Emmanuel Nyako Ye. Nyankopon ya Duma, Wednesday. Yeba time with yet another powerful edition. Medemo konka krakna mitisi politics ni mudia any expose ube dwane. Na we say the better mo. Enchemo sa Ghana sike bia modie. I'm going to do a corrupt expose. All the government, President Rawlings, Kufuor, Atamils, Mahama, Akufo-Addo. Na mubehu Ghana be so interesting eh. Oh folks, at the same time Wednesday I come your way. This has been the Frontline show. Catch me across all, and of course, Shadow say Sunyani FM 88.1 Omufebi, and then Western Region Tadi 99.1 FM Omusufebi. Wednesday will be another 10. Ochina President Akufo-Addo Airman State of the Nation address, whichever form it will go, we'll keep an eye on it, and it's really going to be a very developing angle. So I turn back Wednesday. I am KWAKU Annan, your investigative journalist, and I am out of.
The Frontline with KWAKU.